It's Saturday, June 6th. I'm about to go home in a few minutes after I clean up, but I just want to show what I have done today. So outside, I had both Scott and Stuart come in today to come in and basically just dig. We've laid the weeping tile or French drain. This other hose comes from the sump pump. It will lie on top. And we'll stop about here. It's a very steep slope for water. It's more than 1 inch every 8 feet, that's for sure. And here, the idea is to fill this part with gravel and just have the water drain into a gravel pit, basically. But it's not a pit, it's a long horizontal trench. That's where the water will drain out into. So coming into Guy's room, south-facing side, yes, we replaced the floor, the rotten floor, braced it properly and all that kind of stuff. This is my friend Dave Skinner's idea. This stud has a hole on the other side, and I assisted it with this stud with a hole on this side so I can pass the wires through. So it is a hole through the double studs protecting the wires, and the same thing here. I didn't want to risk taking out the this piece or this piece because I would have to cut close to the wires, and I don't want to do that. Also, I can see that this wire is worn somehow. I don't know why or how, but I'll tape it up before we seal up the wall.
You there? Yeah.
Yep. So today is the 6th of June, and I have now started on the second window to see what the rot damage is, and it's not good. This is, you can see this is all corroded here, rotten, so that's going to have to be pulled out, but this is solid. And down here, this is solid, but this is all rotten. But this is solid. So from about here to about here, I'll have to put a new base plate and subfloor. And then I'll have to replace this stud here and sister this one up. This one is not too bad, but I'll have to sister this one up as well. So it'll be like 4 here. So I've cut out part of the rotten floor, but up here you can see we had a bit of a thunderstorm, and that's water dripping in, which is why everything is rotten. So good thing we're getting the windows replaced. I pulled out the rotten studs and floorboard in the north-facing window right here. That's looking out towards the river. I've repaired the floor here, and the backboard is broken, but I think once we have to repair the roof, we'll get that done because the wood is really rotten in there. I've sistered this stud. I will sister this one. I haven't yet because I want them to take the window out first. I've created a new part of the sill here. The rest seems pretty solid. I've taken all the paneling off, and I guess I'm going to replace it with drywall now. The other part of the video, before I go home today though, I just want to put some tape over those joins, put some more mud down, because I've got a feeling I might have to finish this ceiling off myself. It's going to be a little bit expensive to get a professional to come in and do it. I want to save my money for the floors. The ceiling, I'll just have to do it myself. It'll look ugly, but such is life, right? It's just a cottage and I'll fix it up later. So it's about 7:30 and I'm calling it a day. As I said, I was going to do a bit more drywalling on the ceiling. So I covered up this crack and screws. I put tape down. And then I did this part. I put tape down. I wasn't going to, but there you are. And this is going to be all for me. This will be very difficult to unsee the square here, but when I sand it, it may be all right. I'll get a ceiling sander for that. That's about it. It's getting to be dusk and hard to see, so